Not many guys in their lives get to go and try and turn that dream into reality.
You know, I know we're all proud when we get out on the field, show everyone that you're proud to play.
Well, we would have expected, with 26 minutes of play, Cook Island to be leading at our home soil.
80 minutes just keeps playing in my head. 80 minutes away from opening the Rugby World Cup.
We weren't expected to beat Papua New Guinea and because that hadn't been done before. And we pretty much did that with a bunch of club-based New Zealand players and Aussie players.
About PNG, I thought it helped us in the end when we had our backs against the wall, because we weren't always going to win that match against PNG. We had to fight our way back. Those 10 days we had in camp in that prison yard helped us along the way.
Yeah, it's been a number of months building into this, a lot of administration work and a lot of chasing up passports off players and contracts and a few other bits and pieces for the IRB. So it's a lot of work, but yeah, the day before was very nerve-wracking, and you've got to get a lot of stuff done the day before a camp, get everything organised and get everything ready so that the players come in and it's all there for them, really. Yeah. We've got the players, we've got the skill, and we've got players based in New Zealand and Australia, over in Europe, and in the Cooks. There's huge talent in the Cook Islands. So we're in camp tomorrow. Got a couple of warm-up games, one against the Blues Development on the 18th, and then head to Fiji 23rd. Good stuff. Awesome. So yeah, when we're back. Cheers. No worries. Who's going to win the game?
What game, mate?
The Fiji game.
You're going to put some money on it.
We've put a box of beer. Box of beer. Yeah.
Good luck, mate.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. No, we're the underdogs. I don't know if there's a lesser underdog. We're the under puppies, I guess, or I don't know. We're the real deep, low under, we've been ridden off by everybody, bar our supporters and our public and family and friends and that. Steve?
G'day, how's it going?
Good, mate. Sorry we're a bit late. I mean, this is what it is for us, eh? Like, as much free stuff as we can get makes our team. That's how we work it. So I'm going to Lie and Nathan tomorrow to pick up more drink bottles, and then obviously, Coke, Powerade this afternoon, all giving us free contra. I mean, that's how it works. Yeah, we don't have a budget like the All Blacks. It's not cheap, a squad of 32. Coaches want plenty of time with the squad, which is understandable. So we've given them a couple of weeks before the game itself, the big game, and accommodation, food, transportation. Thank you very much.
We get some assistance from the IRB in terms of flights, but that would definitely be the biggest challenge I see, is the funding side of it.
Couldn't find any out bottles, but yeah.
Nah, Dave's going to tee us up some space ones tomorrow, so no, that's awesome. Cheers, guys.
No worries, mate. Feel easy.
Yeah, good man.
Okay, boys, just first from me, I think I've met everyone now, and from last campaign or what I've done from you arriving, so Just for the duration of the campaign, it's just Baz with me, okay? No Barry or that stuff, it's just Baz, so I get everywhere, so we'll stick with that for this one. From me, firstly, welcome. Obviously, today is the start of what is quite an important campaign for Cook Islands Rugby, and we've been bestowed with the honour of having that crack at trying to get us to the World Cup. So, you know, congratulations on being here and being part of it.
To me, and to Baz, and to all of us, really, we've, you know, Cook Islands Rugby, that's what we've sacrificed for. We've sacrificed for you guys. And I know for me personally, that, you know, 80 minutes just keeps playing in my head. 80 minutes away from opening the Rugby World Cup, and that's huge for me, eh?
My name's Stan, Stan Wright. I was born and bred in Cook Islands, in Rara. You know, it's a privilege and honour to be, you know, playing in the team first of all, and honour to lead the side. All it is, I'm just a captain. It's about us. We've got to come together and we've got to all be leaders.
Good on the voice. My name's Ioane from Hastings. There was a little write-up about myself in the paper lately about undelivered mail, which falls under theft.
Obviously, we're fighting through the courts and stuff. Cam worked his ass off with the executive and Cook Islands with them to make sure that, you know, they kept you in the campaign, because they were sort of 50-50, and we really pushed you. I mean, I definitely want you here because you're obviously going to probably be starting against Fiji.
Before the campaign, the story came out that what he had done, that he had committed mail fraud, and because it was brought into the media and it sort of shamed the Cook Islands Rugby name, if Ioane was to get into the side and he was coming into camp, he had to apologise to the squad.
I just want to take this opportunity to apologise to the boys, the management, and the committee, and everyone else that I've let down.
I used to turn up to rugby, like the boys would be already warming up, kicking off, and I still have like mail left over. Then I'll just leave it and just take it home, deliver the letters, leave in the magazines, because I think magazines weren't as important as letters. So yeah, it was a dumb idea. When the judge let me go, he said I can start my punishment when I get back. I was just relieved there. Then reading the paper, then saying, oh, this Cook Island stars allowed to go play this, and but yeah, just thrashing the Cook Island name. Then I just felt guilty straight after that, man. What's happened, it stopped me from playing rugby now, because when I get back, I'm on the ankle bracelet, curfews, and just for 6 months. They call me the postie now, postie man.
And, if I need anything delivered, I'll get you to do it, eh?
You know, some of us don't know the way that the Cook Islands do things. This is a good place to learn.
Team factor is really important to me, and that's probably why I like the Cook Islands Rugby. The team comes in not knowing anybody, and then within a day they're all family, you know. So it's just something unique that Cook Islands Rugby has, and it's yeah, it's great to be a part of.
We talk about rugby in New Zealand, Australia, Samoa, Fiji, and Tonga. That's who we talk about in rugby until now. Today, Stanley and the boys, you're opening a new chapter to rugby in the Pacific.
And there's a logo on this jersey, the Rugby World Cup qualifier logo. That's the logo that's been driving us. That's the logo that we all see in our heads. You know, we want to be at that Rugby World Cup. But it's this logo here, the Cook Islands. That's the logo that we play for. And we play for the 15 islands. Yeah, it's not just a team of 23. It's a team of 60,000 people behind us.
We are praying for them. This is our duty at this moment. From the day when you enter on this, in this patupai. We praying for them.
I thought when I was growing up, Cook Island rugby was quite strong, eh? But we didn't have that exposure and professionalism. You know, a lot of the team came from the Cook Islands. Now we obviously have the foreign coaches, and we have a trainer and video analysts and all that. We never had that before.
It's changed a lot. We've got a really good coaching staff and management, and that's really important.
We knew we had to try and track down some players of some higher quality. So really, it was just a, network of family, friends, rugby fraternities, and Cook Island community, and finding out who actually was eligible, who had Cook Island heritage.
I think a lot of the boys sort of stepped up into their role and just said, this is a real opportunity to have a good crack at this, and this might not come around again, and it's something that we can look back in 20, 30, 40 years time and talk about with our grandkids, that we had that opportunity.
I'd been approached several times over the past few years, and I just thought, why not? I really wish I had committed to Cook Island rugby earlier.
Without your support, this couldn't happen. We've learned a lot about where we come from. A lot of these guys, not so flash with their Cook Island heritage.
I didn't know much about the Cook Island side until the start of this year. Cook Islands hasn't been a massive influence on me. It was on my dad's side and passed away when I was quite young.
All the camps in front of it as well makes it so much longer, but that's fine. We want you to succeed. I'll just take home Dole's washing.
It was mostly Mum, to be honest. Mum sent me a link through on Facebook, said there's a trial for the 7th, and I thought, whoa. So I got that about 3 months before the actual trial, and went hard for 3 months and went to the trials, and yeah, it's just started ever from there. He played 198 games for the Premier side down at Pookie.
Tim was a big prop, and it's quite funny, people would say to him, and what do you do to prepare for a game? And here he is with headphones on listening to Phantom of the Opera, you wouldn't know that, and you had traditions. Like, you didn't get anything ready until Saturday morning of the game, you didn't get it the night before or whatever, and I think there's a few traditions that probably happen here as well.
A couple of sausages there.
He played, got sick, tried to come back to play his 2 games, I think he played a one game, and didn't quite to get that 200s.
When Tim got sick, they all came together and they were there for through the whole sickness and the funeral. We had so many people. It was pretty cool. And when he was in hospital in his last days, the poor old hospital, we had like 500 people through the room, and it got to a point where they just said, Janice, you cannot have any more people come through here. He had a lot of mana there, very, very well respected. He was the captain.
If I get to wear that number 5 jersey, that'll tick a few boxes for me for a first test debut, and to be wearing that number 5 jersey will be huge. Will be absolutely huge for me. Yeah, it mean a lot.
It's not that one that's leaking, is it? No, it's right. It's right.
We've only got a couple of weeks, boys. For this week, you're going to get smashed a little bit. Okay, when we get up to Fiji, then we're going to ease off somewhat in the contact area.
Charles has struggled this morning. We thought he'd had a bit of a muscular strain from last week that we were pretty confident that Cam could work out over the next few days and get him ready. Work on it today and tomorrow, and if it's not any good, then we'll just have to not play you Monday and play you Wednesday. Aim for Wednesday.
Saw him at training today, couldn't really weight bear or run really, could weight bear.
but he's just in a lot of pain trying to run. Just having a look at it now, we need to get the X-rays straight away, so see how we go there.
It's at a ruck, and it's just going to go and clear the ball out. Cleared it out, and the prop come from the side, and yeah, just full on crunch me on my leg. And yeah, I just stayed down and I couldn't walk.
I could not be playing in the team if it's that bad. I'm hoping that it's not that serious, so I can play on.
I just got to go in and just grab a paper.
Yeah, well, it's just one game too many. We needed the win against Grandma. I know what's going on in his mind. Because, you know, I raised him when he was small. He always don't like watching people train because he just put him off. He liked to run with him.
Both my parents were born in Rari. I was raised here though, brought up in New Zealand. Yeah, go back to the islands now and then. That's where my mum's buried. She's buried in Rari.
Sorry, when did you say the injury happened?
Saturday last week.
Saturday. Have you been walking, right?
Yeah.
With no crutches and anything? No.
No. I just want to tell me what's wrong.
Okay, I'm sorry to let you know you have fractured it, yeah?
Shit. Looks like this young fella's out.
I'm just gonna wait for Barry.
So we would have to bring someone in.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll probably there's talks about it. There's a halfback in Aussie, Brisbane. So
Yeah.
definite fracture. They saw it.
Yeah.
Can't believe it's been a week.
I thought it was just bruised.
I mean that's what the doctor said when you went to the doctor
Last week.
Yeah.
Did you go? What day did you go? Sunday.
2 minutes before they closed.
Oh,
She was like, "It's gout,
No,
broken
that's
or
right.
something."
Must be a gout.
Yeah, I think it's gout. Stop drinking.
It's disappointing, eh? Bloody disappointing. Because they've been working hard, these boys.
Charles has got some real X factor about him. He's a top New Zealand touch player, and you know, broken play. Even though he looks nothing, and you know, he runs around on a couple of skinny pins, but he's got some real X factor. He's tough as nuts, and he's elusive and just breaks up play and offers something different. So we probably don't have that now.
Another campaign missed, eh? Oh well, that shit happens, eh, mate?
At this stage, we're still we've got 2 halfbacks in mind that we're talking to. One from Hawke's Bay and then one from Brisbane.
That worth he wouldn't get it till 5 today, so it sort of takes him out of the trainings today. So, and Dan being down, we sort of looks like the physio could be chucking the ball out from halfback, but that's all right. Let's get on with it.
Just pulled up tight yesterday. There's only one halfback at the moment. We're dropping like flies. So.
Team boys just on, I think you're all aware Charles is out. He has broken bone in his foot, so we are down a halfback. We're sorting that out this morning. Dan has come up a little bit tight from yesterday, so we're not going to put too much work on him today. So When we do the team run, James Opu's going to jump in and just run that for us today. I'm not going to put him in the deep end like we did in Papua New Guinea.
Haven't heard back from Ronnie, but I spoke to Andrew and he's keen as mustard.
Okay.
I said I'll give him another.
I'll ring Ronnie now. It's 7:15 in Brisbane.
I gave him once, left a message. So
no answer.
I'll give him another bell. Well, we've got Andrew down the line in Hawke's Bay. He's really keen. He was with us last year in Papua New Guinea, so he's in pretty good shape too. We've heard, so he could and he can be up here this afternoon.
Bag on him, Sammy. The bag, Sam. Sam, the threat. Hit the threat.
Yeah, you haven't heard from him. Yeah, we'll bring Andrew up.
No good.
Well, not from Brisbane, but we'll bring Andrew.
He just texts back to say he'll come. He wants to come. Ronnie, mate, are you all good? Are you all good? Am I saying? Yeah. Okay. Baz. Hey, Baz. Mate. Oh, sorry. Just 2 seconds. Ronnie's keen. He got back to me. He's keen. So I've got both of them. So you want Ronnie or you want Andrew?
I'll take Andrew. He can be here tonight, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it looks like Dan's not going to even play tomorrow.
Okay. Yep.
So no, we'll take Andrew and get him here and get him upskilled this evening, and then he can be fully on board.
Yep. No worries. Yep. Awesome. Sweet. Oh, Andrew, Cam. Hey, bro. Hey, when can you get up here?
I can book a flight.
Can you be up here tonight?
Yes.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, no, that's cool, mate. So yeah, well done. You're back in the mix, mate. Well, that's awesome. Good work. Yeah.
Don't worry, James. Andrew's on his way up, mate.
Andrew, you're starting tomorrow. Okay, so you know it's rushed and very in the deep end, but it's not too much. So you've got you got today and tomorrow to learn it. We are having a captain's run in the morning at 10 o'clock. Did you play yesterday? Yeah. So if you need a rub or something.
Thoughts that he probably adapt to the systems faster. One being having a combination with Sam Vaiva, who's at 10. Also, he's used to some of the forwards there. It is a new learning curve, but just like everyone else, yesterday was a learning curve, and it's just part of this whole new game.
I've got a more relaxed game. I don't, try not to put too much pressure on myself. So I just do what I got to do the best.
So now we'll just change it up a little bit.
Get the pack around, and it's pretty simple, but that's what you got to do.
The ball rotation, once you've got it sweet, okay, you hit it with spinning.
A lot of people will be watching. It opens up a lot of opportunities for a lot of us boys. A lot of us boys are only club players that dream of, playing a professional career. For me personally, it mean heaps. For my RI side, I guess, it's a pretty big thing. I lost my grandparents last year, both, so that was a bit hard. I actually thought of them a lot when we went to these community things. Into those, but out in the game, mate, I try not to think of those sorts of things. It's in your head, but you can't think about those things. Your game's number one, and you got to stick to it.
You are going as 15 islands, not Puka, not Araura, not Rarotonga, not other islands, but you are going one as a 15 stars. So we're all proud of you. We're all proud of you.
And we'll just get everybody to be upstanding for the national anthem. Yep. Once that's finished, we'll ask everybody to be seated while the boys perform the ceremonial haka. Yep. And then we should be off to kick off.
Yeah, nice.
Okay.
Nice, that's good.
Right.
So my dad's pretty well known in rugby circles in Auckland. He coached a local team. He played for too long, so he's one of those guys that didn't want to stop playing and kept going until his legs wouldn't allow him. But for me, my old man was a strong believer in Cook Island rugby, and that all we needed was just the direction and systems to be put into place. And I know straight away that if he was here today, he'd be over the moon with what we've got now.
Thank you for this beautiful day, Lord. And thank you for the many blessings you've given us, each of us our talents, Lord, that we may show you. Lord Jesus, I hope that we pray and we hope that we give our all out there, Lord, for each other, that we serve each other, Lord, to serve you. In your name, Lord Jesus. Amen.
Amen. I think right through the start, I've always said, one of the telling factors is going to be whether we had enough time together and whether we're going to put enough into them. So that's always, you'd love to be doing what Fiji were doing and have a month-long test campaign with, all the boys in camp and working through that process. But we can't operate that way.
I'm on that Call of Duty type show. They think I'm strange cause I walk out fake and keep my eyes closed. Never looking back from saying you can see my eyes on. I'm a narrow path, but sometimes I can't take road. You can see the passion in your mind thoughts. Hidden with precision, every lyric like the maestro. Lights on the throne, this is something I'ma fight for. Using this chest to get them off the wall, call me Michael. Let's go, starting a fire, Jeremiah had getting higher. Fast to the silent scrap for the riot master. They try to put it out with hydro band. Nah, kicking consumed by the fire. I'm rising from ashes, becoming a lot. I'm not perfect, the surface of time.
Go.
Flying up like Neo in the last scene. Never alone, I roll with 5-1. They try to keep me locked down.
We've been into there 22 twice and come away with points both times. Problem is, we've only been there twice. We've played the majority of the game in our end.
On nothing, no bugging. Yes, it's on, cousin. It's on, cousin. When I hit you in the front and the back, where you at? There's no need to run if I'm back where you at. Move it.
Oh! Red card.
Go on now.
It's Sam Vai coaches, Sam Vai.
Let's go, boys.
Causing you drama, giving prosody. I know we two brothers with one father. Blood is thicker than any water.
Hit him, Simon!
Fucking moving.
Telescopic lens with better aim, so I can see right through you. Cellophane. You couldn't stand the heat, so you having beers. Now you hating on the King, Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm rapping like I didn't have a deal, cause I'm reaching for the masses. You could call them mass appeal, but my master has a wheel and I be riding shotgun. Guess it's about time that I pop one. No frontin', yes I'm on something. On something when you on nothing. No bugging, yes it's on, cousin. It's on, cousin. When I hit you in the front and the back, where you at? There's no need to run if I'm back where you at. Move the crowd from the front to the back where you at. Bibles in the cook, in the stash, and that's a fact. I'm sick of playing ninja. Oh, that got me. Was my fruit slice?
Doesn't matter, we all said at the beginning, the results are relevant. We win on June 28th, this will be long forgotten, be a distant memory.
Make sure we do that recovery stuff. There is a proper aftermatch. Go and represent the Cook Islands strongly at it. Mix and mingle with Thames Valley. They gave us the game that we were looking for. We took a lot from it, and we've got a lot of stuff that we know that we're going to have to work on from it. And that's what today was all about, wasn't it?
Tomorrow, we wake up, we work hard, man. We work hard. We look at those analysis, everything. We can fix it, okay? We can fix everything, okay? This is it, boys. This is where the business starts. Then Wednesday, we put it out again, okay? Sweet. Be positive, man. Be positive. Kia ora te atua tātou katoa konei. Kia ora ki te o ititanga tō kuki ane nge oromai konei. The support the boys. Thank you, Mata. Kia koto katoa. Just first and foremost, just like to thank God for this beautiful day. And thank you for Thames Valley for hosting us. To your captain.
Is Ruben here? Ruben Lees, captain, please come up.
That's for you, my brother. We usually get you to dance if you know the dance, guys.
I know you sort of, you work with the hand that you've dealt with, but is this build-up little tour of New Zealand, is it ideal for, turning up in Fiji next week?
Probably not ideal, the fact that we've only had 2 days together and then had to play 2 games in 3 days, but it's all we could get, so we'll take it and run with it.
So all of you, play well, make us proud. If you beat Fiji or Hong Kong, I'll climb on the roof and jump.
Your Honour, my name's John Health. I'm from Red Beach on the other side of the bridge, and I'm in charge of making sure these boys are in peak physical condition come the 28th of June.
People were talking to me about donuts and Cook Island donuts, and I had no idea. I thought just the old donut you pick up at the service station, but it's a donut that they have with all their meals. Really, it's a not a dessert. It's part of the meal. So it's been a bit of a laugh around the communities that I have to tell them no donuts, and they'll look at me and laugh, and no, we'll bring donuts.
Fruit, veggies, that's salads, things like that. That's what we're sort of looking for. Protein, lean protein.
Oh, ice cream.
Hey, what did we talk about, AJ? Yeah, what's that, mate?
I don't like this stuff. Beautiful, mate, well done. That's a pass, good man, top of the class. Whoa, 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 whoa. Good man, good man.
Mark, give some bookie, bro, and then we'll make a run. I took down all the notes last night, like your measurements and shit and times and stuff. I was actually just about to go to sleep, and then Franco came knocking at the door saying Mark was having another attack. So we were prepared. We've got the Coke and the lollies and whatever else for that occasion. So we just took up a can of Coke, and Che, one of the players, and who's also a diabetic, he did all the tests, and the boys slowly gave Mark the Coke, but it's a bit of a worry. It's it's definitely a big fright.
I probably injected myself with too much insulin because of the food we were eating. That night, I thought to myself, I'll up the dosage a bit.
Want to get a checkup if we can? Thank you. The doctor was really happy and just told him what he already knows, I guess. Just to be more mindful, but it's good.
Hey boys, just for the loose sports. So you're against him, Chris, and you come around, Chris. If I'm a loose board, I want to get under here.
Awesome. They look good in their muftis. Their club kit. At least they listen to my emails or read my emails. Okay. He did something last night that made him have that attack. So that's all good, Paz.
What made him have the attack?
Because of having a bigger meal, he's given himself a bigger shot. Yeah. Hey, they told us Cokes just get sugar and water and mix it. Yeah. 2 tablespoons of sugar. It's the best, she said.
There's no bulk sugar down here.
Oh, little packet sugars. Oh, we can get some.
He's been helping me a lot. He's pretty good with his diabetes. Yeah.
Oh, bro, because I've had a couple of major ones too, eh?
Hey.
Yeah. Well, not that big.
Yeah.
But, low.
Yeah.
I just had one just then.
Hey.
Yeah. So we've got to make sure we test heaps. Hey?
Diabetes can't really stop you, I guess. Just to manage it well. Like, watch what you're eating. Make sure you're taking your blood sugar levels. Something I don't do.
this guy goes to there, so we go missile back. And then I call a rocket. Who goes where? What happens to a rocket now?
It's the last real chance, I suppose, in a proper testing environment to get it hit out. So, you know, and it's the Blues development are a good team. You know, they're all, it's a couple of Super 15 boys there that have played that level. The rest are all ITM. You know, they'll go coast to coast on us, which is not all Fiji try to do, but it's a lot of what they do.
2.5 hours. Bell Park. Pack your rank up. If it comes in looking professional, then they will also notice it too, eh? Yeah, so it's good to get it right. Yeah, it means heaps. It means heaps to me. Yeah, this is international rugby team that I'm managing. Not a lot of people can say that they've managed the international rugby team, eh? You think players get affected by wins and losses? So do management.
I want to see where we've moved to from Monday night. You know, Monday night, we've been together 2 days, we're still meeting each other, getting to know each other's names. Conditions were poor, you know, and we didn't play them so well. We've moved, personally, I think we've moved a long way since then, even though it's only been a day, and a recovery session and a training and a captain's run in between, but I've seen a movement.
Dearly Father, thank you for bringing us back from lunch. Just ask you, Lord, to look after us through this game today. See your guiding angels over us. Prevent anyone from any serious injury, Lord Jesus.
Oh, fuck's sake. It's all right, boys. Work hard, boys. Work hard.
Confident in Christ, though. They think I'm strange, cause I walk by faith and keep my eyes closed. Never looking back, I'm staying focused. This is my zone. On a narrow path, but sometimes it's like a tightrope. You can see the passion in every rap me and mom throws. Hidden with precision, every lyric like that maestro. Lights on the throne, this is something I'm a fight for. Using this shit to get them off the wall, call me Michael. Let's go. Filling the fire, Jeremiah had getting higher. Fast to the silent scrap for the riot. Master, they try to put it out with hydro bad. Nah, getting consumed with the fire. I'm rising from ashes, becoming a light. I'm not perfect, the surface is down. With top of the cross, I follow Deuteronomy 5. Flying up like Neo in the last scene. Never alone, I roll with 5-1 Yahtzee. They try to keep me locked down like a car seat. Unless you're rolling with us, they just know you'll never stop me. No frontin', yes I'm on something. I'm on something when you on nothing. No bugging, yes it's on cousin. It's on cousin. When I hit you in the front and back where you at. There's no need to front if I'm back where you at. Move the crowd from the front to the back where you at. Bibles in the coop, in the stash, and that's a fact. I killed the beat in 2 lines while drinking up that new wine. That's slain in the spirit. I just committed 2 crimes, but I'll never do time, so I never blew time. Work up on this moment, cause it's in my 2 time. I'm a servant, never a monster, not an imposter. Causing you drama, giving birth to the end over 2 brothers with 1 father. Blood is bigger than any water, so how you living without a savior? That's in our future. Tyler the creator. Telescopic lens with better aim, so I can see right through you. Cellophane. You couldn't stand the heat, so you having beers. Now you hating on the king, Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm rapping like I didn't have a deal, cause I'm reaching for the masses. You could call it mass appeal, but my master has a wheel and I be riding shotgun. Guess it's about time that I pop one. No frontin'.
I was really pleased. I thought, you know, we talked about that starting 15 fronting, and they did. You know, we were far more physical than they were. Forward backs fronted. We moved, though. You could see the movement from where we were from Monday night.
We weren't worried about results last night. Concentrated on a couple of quarters, and I was wrapped, mate. It was really good. But now they're going to have to put that 40 minutes into 80 minutes in 27 degrees heat with a sellout crowd, you know, so they've got a hell of a lot more work to do.
I came out here the other day, right, and there was 4 guys, one in every van. they already knew that they could get their Skype out here.
The beard is actually what happened. I've always been clean shaven, and much to my wife's disappointment, I decided at the age of 28, I was just come off contract, and I said to her a couple of weeks before Christmas, I need a marker or something that's in my face every day to remind me of what my dream is and my goal is to play international footy. And she said, oh yeah, well what is it? And I said, well I'm going to grow a beard. I'm going to grow a beard, this is no lie. I said, I'm going to grow a beard as long as it takes, and I won't cut it off until I play my first international fixture. Now, you got to remember, in her mind, she's thinking, you're a long shot from the Wallabies, mate. You're not on contract. You know, you haven't been signed or picked up by anyone, and we're living in Australia. That's the only place you can play for. 3 months later, Barry called me, and so she's going to get her goal of having a clean-shaven husband a lot faster than what she expected. I love my wife, and I love my kids, and I miss them like crazy. But I know I'm here to do a job, and I'm doing everything. You know, I'll do everything that I can in my power to make sure that I come home with an empty tank, knowing that I've given everything that I can to this campaign and to the Cook Islands and doing them proud. That's it.
Easy. Mwah. Mwah, Daddy. Ta-da. I love you.
First day of camp, I always collected all the passports, and I did. And then, you know, checking through the passports, AJ's wasn't there, so I had a bit of self-doubt that shit, I might have lost AJ's passport. Fuck, I thought I was a shit manager. I had the worst day yesterday. Oh, so terrible.
I gave it to one of them, but I don't remember taking it back. And then I just went through my suitcase, and at the bottom was my passport. So got to clean the vans. Me and my mate over here, James. Just some penalties for stressing out the manager.
Sure, AJ. It's one day of the duties done.
One day?
One day. I was trying to keep away from Stan, eh? Because if Stan found out, that's I'm done. He would have me.
I haven't been angry for a while, so that's pretty good.
I can't think of any time where Stan, to me, come up to me and angrily say something, and I'll be like, what the? I'll be scared. But then he starts laughing, and then every time that happens, you know, he's a clown.
Yeah, manager Cam, well, I don't really know what to say to him about him. Can be a bit of unprofessional at times, or a twat at times. He's got a few weaknesses, but we won't go there. Cam, we don't have a rubbish bag. Rubbish bag? Let's give it to him, mate. Let's give it to him. That's his job, mate. Actually, pick up your tape, mate, guys. No rubbish.
Am I scared of Stan? Some would say that I am scared of Stan. I try to make everything clean and tidy. I try to make everything on time. I try to make things right. And if they're making it harder for me, he'll give them a ruck up.
We're all grown men. We don't need to be treated like kids. Well, later on today, we'll be doing a bit of fitness. We'll be getting punished ourselves. But for this little stunt that he's pulled, he's on his own on this one.
I respect Stan a lot because, you know, being a professional player, the fact that he's, you know, paid a hell of a lot of money and he plays for the Cook Islanders for nothing. The respect that he has for the jersey, and, you know, he's always willing to play for the Cook Islands. I have huge respect for him.
I think a lot of credit must go to Kim, because he's done a lot of hard work, you know, behind the scenes and in camp as well. You know, we can see the standards he expects from the boys. and I think he's earned the respect from the boys, from the team. I might tell him to his face he's not a good bloke, but behind it all, he's actually a good manager.
I think that might be a fine. Questioning me. Just check that receding hairline now and give it like 10 days and see what's left.
Should I go this way?
Right, let's do it. Ah, George, you've got big. Here, you got the ring. The pig, it's lost its nose ring, and as you can see, it's making a bit of a mess of our pen. So I need to re-ring it so it doesn't rut up the ground. So I'm going to try and catch ourselves a pig. Got to look after the pigs, mate. They won't look after themselves, so got to sort them out first. Make sure everything's sorted before we head off. It's good. This is good tackle practice. Optional. I'm going to have to get him on the next camera when he gets back in.
That treat.
Go, Alex, grab it.
If only he was as greedy as Harriet.
And just chase him into you and Simon.
Ooh, I'm scared.
He's coming to his house. Go around. When he goes around the back, now go.
Go, 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 Simon. Woo, woo. Oh no.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh, I'm out of here.
That hurt my ears.
Did that hurt your ears?
Nice.
You know, he really wanted to come back and play rugby here. So it only seemed fair that I came now. His time in Scotland was up, so it was my turn to have a go in a different country. And it was good timing as well. It all worked out well. I just finished my Masters, so we decided to move. It was a good move. I'm very happy here.
Yep, they will be.
Wasn't dragged. No, a lot of people do think maybe I was forced, but no, it's good here. It's very different from the city.
It's not the best eating bird, to be honest.
I really want him to be able to look back on life and say that he gave it his best shot. He gave 110%, and that's why he achieved so much. That doesn't look too good, does it? That's disgusting.
Wouldn't be here mostly without her. She sacrifices a hell of a lot more than I have for me to be in this position. And she's so excited. She's so excited.
Make sure you've got all your Cook Island kit. Okay, so don't give that away to your family. Wait till you get back, and then you can give it away to your family. Bye bye.
I'll give it knocked out around a temperature of 28.
Islands Vs Fiji.
Before we get off the bus, just make sure, boys, I don't want to be reminding you, don't need to be reminded that we're here to do a job, eh? Because it's a fucking big job, boys.
just to make us feel comfortable. Something.
You know, just remember what we're here for. As Dan said, you know, this is a big opportunity for us. So, you know, let's do our utmost to prepare well, do what we can, get all the work done, you know, earlier on the week, and then let that flow on Saturday. So
it's real now, eh, boys? It's real now. When it's rugby's on, mine's on.
It's us in the circle that all those people back home, you know, the 60,000 or whatever are relying on. It's this circle here.
It starts here, eh? We're here now, and no excuses anymore. Pump up the balls, good to go.
I had to, because I wanted to play in this team. I had to get my exams done overseas because they wouldn't let me do it before or after the trip, because I guess just because of like cheating reasons, stuff like that.
Morning.
So here's the first one from the sporting arena. Well, James, we're 25 minutes away, so just relax, eh?
Yeah, all right, not too bad.
Internet to access email.
Just get through it, eh?
There it is, leave it there, defend off it. Our ball. I mean, I think rugby-wise we're progressing. It's body-wise now at the moment, you know, like second day here, and bar James who's had an exam, you got only 21 of the 24, you know, being able to do the fitness or blowout stuff at the end and pay for their punishment. So, and then you start looking around, and we look a little bit walking wounded at the moment, nearly 4 days out, so it's starting, you know, a little bit of a concern.
So now you can begin. I got delayed by 2 minutes, so we start at 2 minutes past 9. I will keep informing you when you've done half an hour or an hour, depending on how you're engaged.
So is that 5 minute reading time at the start? Is that right? 5 minutes reading time?
Yes. When you begin.
How'd you go, John?
Oh, all right. I'm not a fan of essay exams, eh?
No, neither am I.
Because I get extra time, so I usually run out. I did manage to just finish it, but yeah, it wasn't the best.
It's all right, mate.
That's what you get for doing exams overseas, but all good.
Believe in yourself.
They told me that I was chasing the wind, kept my wings open, even though my friends told me that I wouldn't make it. So I'm speaking to the mirror, the person who understands why I'm spending every.
My name's Cam. Oscar.
But nowadays, sit here smiling like I did that. How many positives out of my mishaps from every mistake? Know that you can get back, you're never too distant. It's time to let your wings flap. It's that attitude that lifted us like the altitude. Imagine if we really got this sort of help at school. Massive potential recognized, cause we seldom do. Teach them to plant their faith in God and watch the mountain move. That's what I'm about to do. They said I had lost it. Lies being changed was the proof I needed to start this. I kept on battling, they tried to keep me hostage. I'ma keep on traveling no matter what the cost is. I'm gone. Yeah, I'm gone. I'm jumping in my spaceship. You can see me take it off so long.
Yeah, the plan was to name it today, but there's still a few niggles in the squad, so we're going to give them another day to work that out and see where guys come up to. So Edor's still carrying an ankle injury. Looks better today than he did yesterday, obviously, but he's still carrying that. AJ's had a shoulder niggle, and Joel's calf. He trained for the first time yesterday. Shay's knee. So we just thought it would be better for us to have another day and then have to name it and then make changes if it happens. So we'll just give them another day.
If I don't make the team, I'll be a bit gutted, but at the same time,
I know it'll be the best decision because I wouldn't want to be the weak one on the team that'll be holding everyone else back.
Just heads up, as you know tomorrow, the team will be named. Obviously some will miss out and some will be on the bench. But whatever team is picked, we're all still together. Okay, we're all still going for the same goal. If you miss out or on the bench or whatever, you are by no means not part of the group. We still need you to succeed in this mission. I don't know if you know, but the Cook Islands is a very small place. So we just got 6 clubs back home. We've got 6 clubs. I think we've got 2 senior teams, and then we're trying to get the underage grades coming through, just to try and promote the sport back home. So, you make do with what you got. I think the sport could do with a bit more funding back home. For it to grow, as you know, you need money for the sport to grow. But we'll make do with what we got. Thanks. Young fellas back home see that Cook Islands made the World Cup, and boys in New Zealand of Cook Island heritage, they put their hand up to play for the Cooks. At the moment, no one wants to because no one really knows who the Cooks are.
Oh, it's just bringing the players in individually, just letting them know where they stand as far as the game goes, if they're starting, if they're on the bench, and obviously 2 boys that aren't making the 23. The good news or the bad news?
Oh, it's just whatever comes.
Just to be in the 25 was enough for me. Obviously I didn't want to come here and make up numbers. I wanted to put my best foot forward.
I was happy to make the team and happy to make starting winger, and then just try and contribute to the team and did my best on Saturday.
I've just brought everyone in to see their roles for Saturday and stuff. Through the selection, you're not going to be stripping on Saturday. Okay, you're going to be one of the 2. You're starting on the right wing. Okay, so it was one of our hardest selections, to be honest, and we put a lot of work into it.
When he told me that I was starting, I don't know how to explain the feeling, everything kind of went blurry-ish.
Got to start on the right wing. Yeah, so it's a bit shocking for me. It feels amazing, man. It feels amazing. Probably more nervous now than I was going in there.
Not playing something big got over here. I was doing alright, and then
I've just been bringing all the boys in, mate, just to let them know where they're at.
What did the young fellas say in the base?
Yeah, I think James was pretty taken. Justin sort of smiled and stuff a little bit in the end and said, you'll take it on the chin. Grab a seat, Hoppy. Ooh, no scratches, no tape. That's a good sign.
Yep. I'm thinking that I'll be able to come back strong enough to support the team and play a role in this game.
At this stage, barring your ankle, you'll be stripping and coming off the bench.
I've identified myself with rugby, and especially amongst my family. To be alive today, I could say, this is what I'm here for. This is what I came to do. And just to get to the World Cup, even if I'm not there, but our national team is there, I can say, I can write the 2 words, the end.
What we want to see is at the captain's run tomorrow afternoon, see you at about 60%, 60 to 70. I'm not going to go and thrash it, but we just want to see it 60, 70, then we know the other 30% will come in the extra day's rest plus an attitude on the day that you'll, play under a little bit of pain and stuff, and I know that you will. So that's it, Simon. Hey, bro, you're good.
Good, mate, good.
Just confirming everyone's roles for Saturday, basically. Yep. So you're going to start getting your heads around it.
Sweet.
You're going to be starting at lock.
Awesome.
So we've taken that, what we've seen from the whole program really, and sort of had some real faith in you and Bon.
Oh, that is such a couple news.
Not bad, eh?
That is the best news.
Yeah, nah, I'm pretty happy. My mum's been a huge part. She's been to every game she could possibly get to. She's definitely my #1 fan. All good, Bez.
Okay, mate.
Cheers, eh?
Thank you very much. All good.
There's just nothing past this game. This is every opportunity that I've looked forward to. Everything and anything could come from this game, so I've just got to make sure I come off that field with no ifs or buts, and that's how I'm going to go into it.
On behalf of the Cook Islands Rugby Union, it is my absolute pleasure and honour to be able to present to each of you this evening your official playing strip for the 2015 Rugby World Cup qualifier against Fiji tomorrow, Saturday the 28th of June 2014. This date will be forever etched in your memories. And the jerseys bear the logo of the Cook Islands Rugby Union. This logo represents the hopes, the dreams and the aspirations of Cook Islanders all around the world. When you pull on this jersey tomorrow, and it sits tight across your chest, close to your beating heart, it will remind you of where you come from, who you are, and who you represent.
We'll never get to play together ever again. I know that this will be the last time, come Sunday, it'll be the last time all 25 of us will be together at that one spot ever again.
I'm here to do a job. I want to go to a World Cup, and I'm going to do everything I can tomorrow to get me there. If these boys want to jump on board, let's all rock it together. Cheers.
Let's just go out there and just show the Warriors, show what Warriors we are, and show what Warriors where we come from.
E tuku ia Yehowa ki mua ia koe. Nana koe e tiaki. Nana koe paruru. Kano aia i tō ōrima katau. Kare koe ngā uwe. Oko tairai, te atua ki mua ia koe. Te atua. Be strong. Our children, be strong.
Good, mate. Bit stressed, bit nervous. Need to get things done. 10 minutes? Yeah, that's fine. All I can control is everything to the whistle, and then when the ref whistle goes, it's me, really. I'm just controlling the substitutions, but everything that happens on the field, that's up to them. But that's our job, within that 2 weeks to get them ready for that whistle and to get them ready to to control the uncontrollables. But that's why we love sport too, and that's sport, I guess, is you never know what's going to happen.
It means a hell of a lot. And as I mentioned earlier, my only regret is not committing earlier. I really wish I had committed to Cook Island Rugby earlier.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing for me that it's at the back end of my career, and I can look back, you know, and think about all the big games I've played in, and still this game came out as the one that's going to mean the most.
Not many guys in their lives get to go and try and turn that dream into reality. You know, we've actually been given this opportunity today to take a dream and turn it into reality. Don't leave any what ifs on the field. You know, we don't want to be sitting there 5 o'clock and going, what if only.
You know, I know we're all proud when we get out on the field, show everyone that you're proud. And at the end of the game, you know, you can walk off the pitch and look each other in the eye and say, yes, you know, I gave you my all. Okay, boys? I think we're ready.
That's one thing I know about the jersey, that the jersey will find the flaws in you.
I'd like to congratulate the boys who's going to play their first test camp for the Cook Islands. You know, welcome to the Cook Island team. You know, we're all Cook Islanders. Get out there and sing our anthem. Fucking sing it like we're proud to be Cook Island. Okay? Fucking be proud. One, two, three, go! And enjoy yourself, boys. Enjoy yourself.
Stand right at tight head prop. Up against Kempizima Afu this afternoon.
So it's not really like a challenging haka, sort of. So it's more like just about praising God, most of it. So Te Atua Moe, it's like he's our everything. He's our, Moe means like a, well, like a stronghold, something, like truth. It's coming to fruition now, so I'm confident that we can do it.
Metuisela Talimbula. Hoisted high into the air, coming down to the Cook Islands, taken nicely by number 8, Stephen Setefan.
Kick.
Good joke.
Nice, Sammy.
Go hard, Sam.
Put those kicks out.
Tikoi Rotuma. Fly out, Talimbula. It's only go over.
All because we didn't kick that ball out, coach. We've got to get that ball out.
Nandolo moves in. Cook Island to restart, high into the air.
Jim, keep up with play, mate. Their guys out of the box. Jim. With them! With them! With them! Too slow, boys!
Again, the Fijian rushing defense coming up, but ball still with the Cook Island.
Hold! Fuck. Hold! Fuck. Nice.
Plow. Jim, plow.
Intimidate them. Let's go. Nice, boys. Nice, boys. Nice, boys. Well done, Cookies. Good work. Well done.
Against Fiji.
Not supporting your body weight.
Nice, Sammy. Good work, Sammy. All day, boys.
High again into there. Nakatini coming through.
Nice, hold the ball. Go, James! Nice. Ball,
Down there.
Down. Oh.
The forwards there stand by the captain, going straight to Campisi.
Down there, Johnny.
Offside, ref! Offside! Go, Ryan! Go! Inside! There's a fucking offside call.
Come on, get up there.
Up! Yes! Nice, boys.
And referee agreeing with us.
Good pressure.
Who's on it? Boys, we're not going to last the game. We play like this, man. Just get the ball down that end.
As this one nicely taken by the Cook Island. Body weight.
Nice,
body
boys.
position.
Keep going.
They move together as a unit.
Keep going. Keep going. Come on, ref. Nice.
Fiji coming in offside.
Keep going.
Because it's on right now.
Go, Cookies. Keep going.
Keep this ball as long as they want to.
Fijians. Yeah, just brought up. Yeah, we're the three. Now we have the time. Keep going. Get in this thing.
Rolling ball going finally.
Nice, boys.
Penalty comes in.
Stay might try Bologna.
No, no. It's close. Nice, five boys.
Have taken the lead.
Shot, boys.
Well, we would have expected with 26 minutes of play, the Cook Island to be leading at our home soil.
Oh, come on, ref. I thought you said fucking ball, both hands on it. His fucking feet there. With up! Get up, boys! Get up! Up, Cookies!
Very low.
Down. Chase! In front of the kicker.
Now another level comes up. What they will do now? He broke the first tackle, they have a level. Nandola going through, the support coming from Kelekale. Surely, Kelekale will go under the upright. Nandola breaking the first tackle again. His combination with the level now, Raulu, the pass not connecting, but he's coming back up for
Did they tap again?
He hit the back nicely. And what is Solivotu will be over for that try.
Can you just tell me a minute before you want us outside? 1 minute? Yeah. Cheers.
First things first, we need to play this out for 80 minutes, eh? The things that have hurt us a little bit is what we've trained a lot at, is that kick chase stuff, eh? We've been really slow and lazy on it. We know the danger and I've shown that exactly that. They've created all of that from us breaking our line and not pushing that kick chase and not working hard enough at it.
We need to chase the game a little bit. So you've got to keep it in hand, okay? We probably need to go a little bit wider with our rockets. Give yourselves an out, look for a 2 pass.
I've been in a fucking final, or Heineken final when the score was like this and we come back and win it. The difference, we fucking believed and we fucking trusted each other and we work hard. Okay, my fucking game, I'll lead us, you fucking come behind me and we go forward.
Let's go, boys, come on. Let's fucking stop believing, boys, give it up, boys!
Focus on 3, 1, 2, 3.
I'm on that Call of Duty type show, confident in Christ though. They think I'm strange cause I walk by faith and keep my eyes closed. Never looking back, I'm staying focused, this is my zone. On a narrow path, but sometimes it's like a tightrope. You can see the passion in every rap me and Mark throws. Hidden with precision, every lyric like their maestro. Lights on the throne, this is something I'ma fight for. Using this chest to get them off the wall, call me Michael. Let's go, filling the fire, Jeremiah had getting higher. Fast to the silent scrap for the riot master. They try to put it out with hydro bath. Nah, getting consumed by the fire, I'm rising from ashes, becoming a light. I'm not perfect, the surface is down. With top of the cross, I follow Deuteronomy 5. Flying up like Neo in the last scene. Never alone, I roll with 5-1 Yahtzee. They try to keep me locked down like a car seat. Unless you're rolling with us, then just know you'll never stop me.
No frontin', yes I'm on something. I'm on something when you on nothing. No bugging, yes it's on cousin. It's on cousin. When I hit you in the front and the back, where you at?
Again, the dummy to Nandolo. Certainly, the Cook Island in that first 20 minutes, they played better than the Flying Pigeon. But as the game progressed, they were slowly fading away.
Average stickers.
Taken by Lee. Squad of Fiji is at 10th place.
I can't, you know, I mean, I can cry, but I can't, I've got to be there in support of the other, of the players and of the management, I guess. So, yeah, my first reaction is to support them and to help them out and to help them through the process. But deep down, you know, you think about flying home, what you've got to put up with in terms of media, social media. What am I going to do the next few months? You know, my dream or my goal didn't come true. So yeah, what am I going to do for the next few months now that there's no World Cup on the horizon?
We're not a big nation, and we need more guys putting their hands up to play for the Cook Islands. You know, hats off to our boys. We gave it our best shot, and obviously it wasn't good enough.
The programming and the support, or lack of it, I imagine, or more I call it the lack of, from the IRB. You know, we're playing a test today. It's the first test since the Papua New Guinea game in July last year. You know, there's been 11 months where something surely could have been done to actually give us a little, help us do more of a program.
Don't hold your heads up. Thank the crowd. It's good. Yeah, we've got in there.
It showed, you know, it showed what we could do, and it showed, you know, the work that we put in made a difference. It may only have been for a short time of the match, but it was a highlight for me. You know, the players left everything on the field. You know, they gave it all. You know, I don't think I would have done it if I didn't believe we had a chance. And you always want to be a part of history and leave a legacy, and that would be huge, you know, if we pulled it off. But, you know, what we learnt was that, you know, you can't always climb Everest on your first go. So, you know, but one thing you do learn, I guess, is that you don't give up and you keep trying.
Especially for the younger guys who's got a few more years to play. Take something away from this game and learn from it. And hopefully, when the next Cook Island campaign comes along, when you guys are selected, we're in a better place.
I'm humbled to be a part of this campaign, and I've took a lot. And it's hard when you dream big to fall. It's hard. But thank you for just the learning curve, the experience I took away, and I'll regret this group as my brothers for the rest of my life.
I just hope that the next generation of players, or the next lot of players coming through, can take the next step. They'll see that, hey, these guys almost got to the World Cup. You know, if they can do that, why can't we?
Itakutaringa